spectacular show planned for you. Now it's a little bit out of our ordinary, not that we don't love to do baking and all that stuff, but today we're just cooking straight up for you. We're doing Boardwalk's Best in a dedication to my brother. We're going to share some really great recipes with you from our restaurants and from a lot of memories. The first thing we're going to be making today is fried calamari. Sophia's going to help me with this. Gluten-free Dad, he's going to come in and show you how to cut the fried calamari, to cut the calamari so that it fries nice. So, chips for me? Okay. For anybody that doesn't know, because he's not here too much, this is Gluten-free Dad.
Yay, Daddy!
And he's wearing a very special shirt today, which is the original Philly cheesesteak. We want to give a shout out to Philly Cheesesteak for sending us some really delicious stuff to play with. And we sold so many cheesesteaks in our day, right? Lots of cheesesteaks. And lots of yummy, delicious sandwiches between subs and sausage and cheesesteaks. But we wanted to bring to you today Boardwalk's Best. So we're just picking a few because we just don't have enough time to share with you all of the ones that we want. And Jeremiah, if you can get my clipboard for me, I just want to make sure that I get everything done. Gluten-free Dad is going to share with you how to cut the calamari, and Jeremiah is going to, you're going to actually show them one of the pieces, Jeremiah, thank you. Show them one of actually you can hold it up, Rob. We're going to show you the calamari. It's a raw piece of calamari. It's squid. We actually have a, no, we have a domestic squid today from the U.S. It's a U.S. food service product. Yeah. It's from Harbor Banks Company, and we're loving that. It's domestic. It's not from Thailand. We want it to be home cooked, hometown, and we have fried calamari was probably one of our biggest sellers. A straight up fried calamari with tomato sauce on top, right? Was number one. Yeah. We like it with a little bit of lemon juice or Diablo with a little bit of hot sauce. So Gluten-free Dad is going to share with you the tips for cutting your calamari. And then we're going to get into frying it and get into our cheesesteaks. You guys are going to be drooling, right, Sophia? So we want you to be YON. We hope you have your napkins. We hope they have their napkin, right? Bring your own napkin because you're going to be drooling with cheesesteak, fried calamari, and today we're also making buffalo Mozzarella Stax. All right, so don't go anywhere. Go ahead, go do that. Tell me about the calamari.
All right. So the calamari comes in like a tube. And obviously anybody that's ever eaten it out there, you get like rings, right? So this is how it comes. You want to cut it into rings. When you're cutting it though, and you're cutting the rings, you don't want to cut them too thin because then it kind of looks like a onion ring or something like that on the plate. It's not as appetizing. It's a little bit tougher to cook them. They cook a little quicker and usually they come out tougher and chewy, and no one wants chewy calamari, right? So you want to try to cut it. I was taught by, Dana said this show is in honor of her brother, it would have been his birthday today, right? So there'll probably be some tears today as we do the show, but he was an awesome guy, one of the best guys I ever met. And how often can you say that about your brother-in-law, right? So, but he taught me a lot, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and the person that taught me how to cut calamari was Bob, who is his grandfather, right? One of the greatest guys ever. You couldn't see the calamari, but he cut it perfect every single time. There was never a bad piece of calamari out there, right, man? Yeah. So you want to cut it about 3/4 of an inch to, ½ inch, depending on how you like it in the end when you're done cutting it. But all you do is just hold it because it's kind of slippery. It'll move all over the place. You want to make sure you don't slip your knife into you or anything like that. Then you just cut away. It cuts relatively easy. It's not tough. You just want to make sure because it gets like a thin layer on the bottom side. You got to make sure you cut all the way through it, or it won't cut that bottom side. If you just kind of push down, you'll cut the top, but you won't cut the bottom. So you gotta be sure you give the old knife a nice little cut.
As you can see, Gluten-free Dad's been cutting for a few minutes now because we did a quick periscope for you to share with you what we're going to be making on the show today. And we shared a little bit about the calamari and how to cut it like he's doing right now. And we like our rings just mid-sized, not too fat, not too skinny like he was saying. If you're frying them in a fryer and they're a little bit too skinny, what happens?
They get tough and chewy.
And you don't want that.
No.
Yeah, that's okay. I was watching over you. I was watching Daddy cut though. And we like many different ways to have calamari, but fried calamari is probably the most popular, the most recognizable, and even people that don't like fish, they sometimes will eat fried calamari. We also like to make stuffed calamari, calamari salad, and we had a lot of those different things at our restaurant. And probably the biggest and most seller was the fried calamari. We have a really delicious fresh tomato sauce that we're going to be sharing with you today with our Jersey tomatoes. And yummy.
From our garden.
From our garden, yep. And Christina from Crowickies. We got a bunch of tomatoes from her and a little bit from our garden. So together we made a delicious tomato sauce. Sophia's helping gluten-free dad cut the calamari. You're doing a great job, honey. Now, if you notice, we have just the tube calamari. There's no tentacles. And we like, gluten-free grandma and I like the tentacles, but the kids don't, so we just got straight up tubes. And thank you to Chef John for getting us the calamari just in the nick of time.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chef John, for getting it for
Sometimes you
us.
could get the calamari with the tentacles.
Yeah.
Nice thing about the tentacles is you can cook them crispy, and they're not overcooked at that point. They're nice. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, honey. All right, we're gonna just put that right back in here. And get rid of this. So today we're using Harbor Banks brand, and that's a U.S. brand, and it's a calamari from U.S. Food Service, which we often had ordered from in all the days of our lives from the restaurant business. Gluten-free Dad's going to take that away, and we're going to get started on some other things for you today. Thank you, baby. All right, so what else are we doing today? What are we doing? We're gonna hold up on the calamari because we want gluten-free Dad to kind of get that nice flour on there. We're just using our basic gluten-free flour mix, which has a lot of cornstarch in it. You can just use cornstarch. You can just use tapioca starch. You can use a breadcrumb if you like, and we're gonna pass on that one because we're using our breadcrumbs today for our buffalo mozzarella stacks, and that's gonna be yummy. You want to do the buffalo mozzarella stacks now? Not yet. Okay. Let's do the buffalo mozzarella stacks now.
Buffalo.
Yeah. Get the plastic wrap, Jeremiah, please. All right. So for you today, for the buffalo mozzarella stacks, we're gonna just need, and this takes a little bit of time because you're making homemade mozzarella sticks essentially. And really what happens is you need to set them in the freezer for a little bit. So I need a pan with the plastic wrap on it, please. So what I have here is a little bit of coconut milk. You can use flax milk, rice milk, dairy milk, cow's milk, goat milk, sheep's milk, whatever is the best for your body. We have some tapioca starch here. You can use tapioca starch, cornstarch, arrowroot starch, potato starch, whatever. Oh no, I'm okay. And we have breadcrumbs here. Today we're using Josie's coat of oats to make our mozzarella sticks nice and crispy. And we want to thank you, Josie, for sending us this beautiful bag of gluten-free oats. And we love that she has low-fat, healthier breadcrumbs and low sodium, because if you look at a lot of breadcrumb packaging, the salt is just astronomical, which is not good for most people. And American diets have tons of salt in it, so you want to be very careful with everything you put in your body. So today we're actually going to do the tapioca starch first, then the milk, and then the breadcrumbs. We want to get a nice crisp coating on that, and we want to seal it. So what we need first, Sophia, is a knife so we can cut it. We have our grass-fed buffalo mozzarella from Colombia. I can't believe that. We need a cutting board too, honey. So we're just, this was the biggest one we could find, was the buffalo size. We had last week, was it last week we had mozzarella carrozza? 2 weeks ago? We made a nice, delicious fried mozzarella sandwich. If you missed that, you can go back and check our old episode. And we don't want you to miss that, because that's grilled cheese, grown up, delicious, very, just really super melty and delicious and soft. All right, so I'm gonna show Sophia to do the first one. So we're gonna cut in just a nice thin round. And when we're done with that, let me do this one and you do the next one. You'll have 4 or 5 pieces from each circle, from each ball. But we're gonna save that because that's actually really good to use. You can actually use that instead of the milk here. You can use that to wet your ingredients. So the first thing that I said was what? We're going to do the starch first, the tapioca. And then we're going to do, usually I line them up in order, so let me move this a little bit closer. This is when you're organizing. oils come into play. Then we're going to do the milk, and then we're going to do the breadcrumbs, the Josie's coat of oats. And we're going to set those. You want to make sure you get all the way around. See how we coated it nice? Now Josie's coat of oats already seasoned, so we didn't have to do any of that. And we're going to put it right on the tray. No. So we're going to do starch first. Then we're going to do liquid. And you can do an egg if you wanted to. An egg white would make it really crispy and nice. But we're doing an egg-free version today. And we've got another few pieces to do. That's okay, honey. All right, thank you. And you want to do the breadcrumbs? Okay. You do the breadcrumbs, Jean?
Yes.
We're just going to put them on a pan that we lined with plastic wrap. And why we do that is because we want to put it into the freezer to let that really set. Because if you're going to fry it or you're going to do it in a pan, you want the cheese to stay intact, but melted inside and the crispy on the outside. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot what you said. There you go. She got me going here. She's the boss. She's got to tell me, keep me on track of what I'm supposed to be doing. So we put it in the starch. Now, you could use any kind of cheese. You can make your own mozzarella sticks. Now, when you're gluten-free, obviously you know that it's a bit difficult to go out and eat. So a lot of times we like to make our restaurant food at home to make us feel like we're eating at a restaurant. So if you want to make your own mozzarella sticks, you can get a regular mozzarella, like a Sorrento, which is gluten-free, and you can make your own mozzarella sticks. You can make a bunch of them, freeze them, and put them in a baggie, and when you feel like eating them, you can bake them in the oven, you can fry them in a pan, or you can fry them in a deep fryer, whatever you feel is best for you. So we're done with coating those, and we're going to get rid of our three pans, our three bowls here, and get rid of this. I'm going to just put this here for now, guys, okay? Just rinse off my hands. And what we're going to do is get our pan a little bit hot. Sophia, you could put that away and get the ones from the freezer out because we're ready to do that. We're also making a delicious cheesesteak today. We have a nice homemade bread that we made. We have some delicious cheese from the original Philly Cheesesteak Company. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about cheesesteaks, but this is the company who started it all. This is the company who is everywhere, and probably every cheesesteak, yeah, it won't fit, put it in the fridge. Every cheesesteak that you eat when you go out is probably from the original Cheesesteak Company. So the funniest thing is, when I contacted the company, I spoke to Brian actually. I was looking because I didn't want to say his name wrong, Bowman. And he actually helped me and led me to Christina, who is the family owner of the business, and she told me all about the ingredients. She told me how they make it. She also shared with me kind of the history of the business, which is incredible. You know, a small family business, one product, blew it up, and every place you go to in Philadelphia has this cheesesteak. Every place you go to in New Jersey has this cheesesteak. And today we're going to be doing two different kinds for you. We're doing a chicken cheesesteak for myself. We're doing a regular beef cheesesteak for the boys and the little one. And we're going to make everything so delicious, we hope you guys brought your own napkin. So I'm starting this off. B-Y-O-N.
Bring your own napkin.
You're supposed to say bring your own napkin.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this on 350. I'm sorry. Could you get me the oil in the drizzle? So we're going to be making Mozzarella Stax. Now this is just our warmer version of like a mozzarella and tomato salad. So yeah, put a little bit in there. We have a non-stick pan, but we want to get a little fat in there because we want this to get nice and crispy. Now you can see that we've got our Mozzarella Stax nice and coated. They're in the freezer, so they're hard. We want the outside to get crunchy and the inside to just get soft and gooey, and that's going to be when it's delicious. Sophia is going to get, I'll take this over here. Sophia, what are you doing, okay? Is your ear hurt?
No.
Okay. Could you get us the glass pan? We're going to cut a nice slice of tomato. We are going to get our delicious De La Rosa olive oil, if Jeremiah can find that for me in the back.
This glass thing?
No, baby girl, look at Mommy's hand. We've got our dishes stacked up to the right, so we're ready and prepared. Sophia, look at Mommy's hand, up there, glass, long rectangle glass. So we have a nice little glass plate. Oh, I'm sorry, did I? We're going to slice a nice, want to get a nice Jersey tomato out of the drawer there. We have some delicious Jersey tomatoes. Thank you to Christina at Krowicki's and to our favorite farm, Alair Community Farm, for always providing us with delicious produce for our show. We really appreciate it. Today, gluten-free dad is getting mushrooms on his cheesesteak from Alair. I got you mushrooms. They got mushrooms on your cheesesteak. You can start delicious 100% organic extra virgin olive oil from De La Rosa. We love these guys. Thank you guys. A shout out to Mrs. G and Mario for sending us some really fun stuff to play with. And I just want to read the back to you because it's non-GMO, rich in oleic acid, low in acidity, and obtained solely by mechanical means, which means nobody touched the olives and whatever else. It's 100% organic, and maximum acidity is 0.5. So you always want to remember that acidity is a little bit important to look at. All right. You need a cutting board first. Okay. So we're gonna just move our oil around a little bit. We just used a little bit of sunflower oil in the pan just to cook it because this is kind of like, I'm a little stingy with this, so this is just gonna be drizzled on the top. And what? We need a little basil. Maybe gluten-free grandma can get us some basil. We're gonna have a little snip of basil on the top. So I'm gonna start cooking our Mozzarella Stax. And that's just my little way of saying it's a Mozzarella stick but flat. And then you're gonna hear that little sizzle. The sizzle. The important thing you wanna do is make sure you're not moving them around a lot because you want that one side to get really crispy. So as you can see, I have them in the pan here. You can see that. We want to thank you guys for joining us. We love all of our followers, and we're so grateful for all of you. We want to hear what you have to say about the show, what you want to see us cook and bake, because we want to see what we want to make, what you guys want to see. We want to share with you our recipes. I'm a recipe and product developer for many, many different companies, and a lot of times my recipe will be someplace and you just won't know it's mine. And we love sharing with you different things and different tips and secrets. If it's a restaurant tip or secret, or a baker's tip or secret, or an allergy-friendly secret, we want to share it with you. Sophia, we're actually going to just put them here like this. Just do 3. Just do 3. Just do 3. Thank you, baby. So we're going to have that nice, look at this beautiful Jersey tomato. Look at this gorgeous color. You don't get this in the winter. I hate to say it, but it's just such a bummer, right? We don't get that in the winter, and it's so disappointing. All right, I'm just going to put the leftover tomatoes in a bowl. Put that in a bowl. Put all that in a bowl. Yeah, you can. We're going to just snip it on the top. Sophia. Now I'm going to just take this plastic away, and I'm going to trade it up for just a piece of paper towel because I want to dry that off. Gluten-free Dad, you want to start frying some calamari?
Not until you're ready to plate it.
Well, it's going to take a few minutes. So, all right, we'll wait a minute. Give it the flour. It's in the bowl. She's going to shift it on the basil, but first you have to clean this off. Scrape it off into there. No, scrape it off from there. Give me a piece of paper towel to wipe it down. And then she's going to shift it on the basil, and we're going to save that for when we're ready, though, okay? The basil. Stack them up.
I will. I got some.
All right, so we have our Mozzarella Stax in our pan. They're getting fried. We have Sophia doing the basil chiffonade for our Mozzarella Stax. So it's tomato, mozzarella, basil, a little bit of De La Rosa organic olive oil drizzled on the top. That's going to be our little appetizer, along with our fried calamari, which gluten-free Dad's getting ready right now. I have my fryer here. It's on 375. If you don't have a fryer like this, you can just put it on the stove in a pot. At least 3 inches of oil is what you're going to need. And you can always reuse that oil later on, so you're not wasting it. And we're going to actually dry it right on this rack here. We want to just keep a rack nice. It's just a cooling rack and a pan and my little, what do you call that? Strainer. China hat? No, that's not a China hat. Gluten-free Dad is going to flour that with just a little bit of gluten-free flour. We're going to toss it right into the fryer. It's going to take about 3 minutes in the fryer. We want it nice and tender. And then we're going to top it with our delicious tomato sauce. And gluten-free Dad, you can put it right on that love plate over there. Just this off and get ready. Just tell me if I'm in the way. So our mozzarella sticks are going. I'm going to flip them over. I need a little bit of a different. I need a different one. You guys are cooking these, right? I need a, I'm going to, this is, I can't find my other one. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to just put a little bit more oil in the pan.
Okay, what do you want me to do with the basil?
Just leave it on the side there and clean up your mess. So I can see one of them is kind of blowing up, so I want to turn that over.
Blowing up.
One of them is blowing up.
Blow it up, Sophia, blow it up.
Now I have this at 350.
Where should I put this?
I told you, leave it right there for now. Get rid of the knife, get rid of the tomatoes, and we're ready for that. We've got a little bit of crunch on the outside. We've got mozzarella spreading out over here. A lot of times you'll get the mozzarella come out the side and it'll make a little crunchy crust on it. And that's okay. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be delicious. A little bit more. Careful, baby. Be careful.
I think one's blown up.
Think it blew up?
Yeah, the one right there.
This one right here?
No, the other.
We got a couple of them.
The other one. The one that's not flipped yet.
Yeah, this one. Okay. Be careful when you flip, so they don't flop.
And so they don't pop you.
I think we'll just go right on here. What do you think? Do you want to do another plate of tomato? Because we have 6. Do another plate. Use the wood one. So we're going to do one more. We have 6, which would be like one for yes, the wood one. We do one for everybody. We're going to have to make more later. Oh wait, we don't have any more. We'll have to do something else then. Just a little snack. Now if you want to make this for dinner or an appetizer or a party, you can get buffalo mozzarella at Wegmans or Whole Foods. It's usually about $10 for this container, which is 6 ounces? How many ounces is this? I forget. I don't know. How many ounces is this, Rob?
It says it on the side.
Oh, does it? Okay. 7 ounces in that container.
Then
We're going to take ours off.
you gotta take the oil.
We're not using that. Do another one, please.
Another tomato.
Yes, a nice tomato. Got a nice little mozzarella coming out the side here. Oh, that's really nice. I know I'm using my metal thing, but it's just easier to pick these up. That looks good, right?
Mom,
Yeah.
did you eat?
No. I never do that. You know that. Not without you. Come on, quickly. You want me to do it? Don't use that.
I'm gonna use it.
This is her baby knife. From when she was a baby, she was always cooking with me in the kitchen. And this was her little knife so she didn't get cut. That's pathetic.
It is not pathetic.
It is
It is
very
a very
pathetic.
special knife.
It's making ragged little slices. Alright, so we've got one more. We'll take this one off. This one's really going it up. It's delicious. Okay, we've got another one here. Another one there. Sophie, you're throwing things around today. What's going on? We had a little bit of something before the show started. A little,
No, that's not
a
why.
little coffee float.
No,
So-
that's not why.
No, okay. Alright, that's
It's
our
a
last
wobbly
one.
piece of tomato.
Now we're gonna cook our chicken cheesesteak in here if I can get somebody to bring that up to me. But Sophia is gonna finish the garnish on that. Sophia, basil, little basil chiffonade. I gotta put this over here. This way. We're gonna do a little bit of our organic extra virgin olive oil on top. Just a teeny tiny bit. You don't need a lot, and a little bit of salt. Jeremiah, could I have the salt, please?
I'll get the salt. I'll get the salt.
You only need a teeny tiny bit of this because the flavor is just amazing. Because it's really pure ingredients, you can actually taste the difference. So you want to make sure when you get an olive oil, it's a good one. You can order De La Rosa olive oils online. I think it's DelaRosa613.com.
Can I have
Alright,
the
put that away. Why, you're eating it already? Get rid of this. We're gonna do cheesesteak now. We've got our delicious chicken cheesesteak from Philly Original Cheesesteak Company. I'm so excited about this. You know, you see everybody on the boardwalk walking around with their cheesesteak. It's all
Mom,
dripping.
look out behind me.
It's all delicious.
Daddy's cooking.
That's exactly what we used to serve. In the plastic wrap on a plate or in a little boat. It was delicious. Alright, I'm going to just do 2 just in case we have any visitors come that want chicken. maybe I'll just do 3 just in case we need a little bit more. I love how they come all individually wrapped. And I like my cheesesteak chopped up, so we're going to actually chop that up. And we're going to do salt and pepper to it. You want a little bite of that? Can you put on the garnish oil, please? Sophie, I need the salt and pepper. Jeremiah, can I have the pepper, please, back by you? I'm going to let this cook at 350. I don't know how you like your cheesesteak, but I don't like mine too well done. Get a little knife. Look at our beautiful Mozzarella Stax. These look yummy, right?
Okay, I'm ready.
See that? We don't want them sliding off the plate. Look at that. Sophia's ready. Maybe I should give her a plate and a napkin. Okay? Alright, so I've got a nice pepper.
I need a plate and a napkin.
Just fresh ground pepper, and you can season them how you like. I just like salt and pepper, sometimes a little bit of garlic.
I just need a napkin. I need a plate. I don't need a napkin.
Okay,
Seahorse.
so you like our seahorse plates? These are our seahorse plates.
They
Our
had the
restaurant was
bus for
called,
the seahorse before.
our restaurant was called, one of them was called the Seacomber, and this was our logo. This was one of my brother's places, Dino's, she has on. And then Robert has the cheesesteak shirt on today.
Seahorse is a bowl.
Yeah. So for the cheesesteak, it depends on how you like it. If you like to keep the steak whole, then cook it on the one side and flip it over in about 2 minutes, keeping it whole. If you like it chopped up like I do, we're going to cook it on the one side and then turn it over and chop it all up. And I'm going to do that right now to this one, looking like it's ready. Now, when I was talking to Christina, sorry, you okay? You got me? When I was talking to Christina from, turn around for 1 second, from the original Philadelphia Cheesesteak Company, she told me all about the cheesesteaks, and they have some premium lines. They also have some lower lines that, it's not technically lower, it just has more ingredients in it. And she sent us some of the just the chicken and just the beef, and they're really phenomenal. They're called sirloin, I think is the one. And I don't remember the name of the other one, but I'm going to be eating it right now.
Oh.
Now, when you have celiac, or you have Hashimoto's, or you have gluten allergy, you have to be very careful. And I love companies when they call you back when you have questions about the ingredients. I called the original Philadelphia Cheesesteak Company, and they called me back. She got in touch with me, and she answered all of my questions, and I'm really thankful about that. Now, I've called many, many companies in the past. Some of them just ignore. Some of them don't call you back. And some of them just disregard you and say, we don't know where the ingredients come from. It's just the way that it is. And that's just very sad. Because there's people like me that love to eat. We like good food, and we want to know where it comes from and what's in it. And we're not going away. All right, tell me all about your.
I gave your
You ate the whole thing?
I gave your Maya a bite.
All right, so we're gonna have to give gluten-free grandma hers.
More.
It's a little delicious appetizer. Why don't you scoop it up for gluten-free grandma? Give her one. Okay, give her a fork and everything, and napkin. We hope you guys BYON because today's definitely a drooler. We also have a special drink we're gonna be making. Hopefully, our soda jerk Jeremiah. Fork is going to be able to make us a nice milkshake. We have some delicious ice cream that we got at Whole Foods. Alright, I need the salt, please. I'm going to do pepper on both sides.
Can I have this little one?
No, you cannot. You're done.
I need more with
No, you're done for now. Take a break. Can I have the salt, please? I see gluten-free Dad back here cooking the calamari. I see it on the container. I even have to have a little bite. It's tender and delicious. Oh my gosh. That is delicious.
Beamer's got it already.
It's amazing.
Beamer's
Totally
got it
amazing.
already, Mom.
That's awesome. Can I have the salt, please? Oh, okay. Can I have the salt? Alright, these cheesesteaks are really thick. They're super delicious. And I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on mine after I do the salt and it cooks a little bit
Not
longer.
too chewy. Just perfect.
It's perfect, right, Sophia?
Mm-hmm.
Daddy's an expert. He's a pro at making fried calamari.
Who wants a tomato with some?
I do, but I'm going to wait until I'm ready.
Mom.
Everybody wants one though, right? If you plate them, then get rid of that. Get rid of that thing. Alright, I'm just chopping up the steak. Jeremiah's on the back cooking the beef version. Since I can't have beef, we're going to keep that separate, and
Mommy, you
they're going to
can
make
make
theirs
my
back
plate.
there. Thank you.
Do you want to eat little one or?
Whatever you want to give me. I'll take whatever I can get at this point.
I'll give you a big one. You get to
Alright,
use
I
my
just
duck.
chopped up the steak.
You get to use my duck.
Thank you.
Wow.
And I've got a little bit of salt and pepper in have a nice plate here for you for fried calamari.
That's the thing that we just had.
So I also have some peppers and onions. Jeremiah, would you bring me the peppers and onions, please? Now on the Boardwalk, there's so many different options for your cheesesteak, with whiz, without, with regular cheese, American cheese, provolone cheese, with peppers, onion sauce, which for us was POS, and then with sauce or California cheesesteak, which is lettuce, tomato, mayo. Some people do the onions, some people don't. Jeremiah, could I have the peppers and onions? Oh, I'll get it. Okay, you stay here. Stay there. Excuse me. Can you get rid of the plates, please? I cooked these a little bit earlier because I wasn't sure how much time we were going to have. So I'm really indecisive about my cheesesteak. I might end up putting everything on it. I'm not really sure. Gluten-free grandma, peppers, onions, and sauce, or just cheese?
Just cheese,
Just cheese.
please.
Now, peppers, onions, and sauce for us on the Boardwalk was probably the #1 thing. And because our sauce was so absolutely delicious, everybody wanted extra sauce. So you want to dunk that bread in there after when you're done. So I'm just going to put a little bit of peppers and onions in my pan since I'm the only one that seems to want it. And I'm going to put this back. Sophie, can you please get rid of the dishes that are not needed? Alright, now we have our fresh baked bread that we made this morning. And it's totally up to you if you want to toast it again, if you want to just cut it and eat it like this. Sophie, could you give me that round dish over there, please? I always like the elbow of it, so I'm going to go with the elbow. That's the end of the bread. And I'm going to ask Jeremiah just to toast a few pieces for us, just in case somebody wants it toasted. We've got some nice, delicious white bread here. We're just going to toast that in the oven. Sophia, would you bring that back to me? Thank you. I hear, I think gluten-free grandma's enjoying herself. She's having some fried calamari. It's delicious. We are all definitely drooling here, and I'm absolutely sweating. Good thing I have my tank top on today, which I would never normally wear. It's enough, thank you. So, Sophia, what do you think your favorite thing is going to be today?
Fried calamari.
Fried calamari? Can you get Mommy's cheese for her back there, please? Thank you. I'm going to eat it in a second. I have this nice Mozzarella Stax here. I'm going to just take a little bite.
This, Mama?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to use this for my cheesesteak too.
Mmm.
Mama, I'm going to use this one.
Mmm. Our Mozzarella Stax is really yummy. I'm going to just put a little bit of cheese on my cheesesteak. I like to kind of put it on the bread when it's toasting and do it there. But since I gave it back to Jeremiah already, I'll let it go. I'm going to save this for a moment.
Delicious.
Fried calamari really is one of our favorite things. I mean, we could probably eat it once a week, right? You didn't get it yet? All right, let's see if the boys want to toast their bread. Boys, you want to toast your bread for your cheesesteak? Or you want to eat it just like that?
Huh?
You want to toast your bread for your cheesesteak, or you want to eat it just like that?
I like this part.
You like the elbow too? That's my girl. That's my girl. Okay, move that out of the way, please. Mwah.
You leave it with me.
Mwah. There you go. All right, so mine is actually done. I'm going to put my little peppers and onions right on top. And I'm just going to turn this off because as soon as my bread is ready, I'm going to eat. I don't think I'm going to wait. Where's the plate so we can put the cheesesteak on the plate?
I don't know.
Thank you, Jeremiah's got our cooked mushrooms. These are beautiful.
Mom, do we have time for the
Right,
special dreams thing?
Jeremiah's going to make the drink as soon as he can. Jeremiah, I think someone's at the door. So we might have some visitors coming today, and we're going to have to feed them definitely because they're going to definitely be drooling when they walk in. All right. I've got my cheesesteak, my peppers and onions. I'm going to need the sauce as soon as everybody's ready. We're all scrambling around so we can eat lunch together because gluten-free dad likes it all out at the same time. We've got mushrooms, we've got our bread,
I might not have
we've got the
room
chicken
for
cheesesteak. You don't have room for cheesesteak?
I might not.
Oh no, no. She'll make some room later. She doesn't eat it now. Yeah, okay. put it here. We've got our delicious Tilly's tomato. Oh man, I wish you could smell that. You smell that, Sophia? It's so good. Okay,
Oh, that's gonna be delicious. If you put the mozzarella in that.
she's drooling. Here, you need a napkin. Where's your napkin? You didn't bring your own? Okay, let me put this out here. I don't want to burn anybody. All right. We've got our delicious Tilly's tomato sauce. Now, honestly, this is just tomatoes. Tomatoes, garlic, herbs, and some Himalayan sea salt. Is this mine? I like it really toasted. Can you really toast mine for me? Please, thank you. Sophia, how about I'll make one for gluten-free grandma? Should we make her cheesesteak? We need cheese on that. Want to get the cheese? We've got a lot of stuff going on today. We have delicious fried calamari, which gluten-free dad just blessed me with this big plate. I'm gonna just top it with some delicious tomato sauce. Oh my gosh. Gluten-free dad, someone's gotta get a picture of this before.
You want me to put the cheese on?
Not yet, baby. Can someone get a picture of this before we do?
No.
This is, I don't know, this is the best. This is to die for. Go ahead, take a bite. It's hot though, you gotta be careful.
That's why I took the one on the side without the sauce.
Mm.
Oh my.
Amazing, right? Amazing. Mm.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna like the calamari then.
All right, let's give gluten-free grandma her cheesesteak.
You want mushrooms?
We're just using a regular bit of cheese. Go put this in the toaster, please. Toast that a little. Go and put this, thank you, in the toaster. All right,
Toaster.
we've got a lot of things going on. We still have a drink that we hope Jeremiah is going to be the soda jerk today. You're making a drink or no? You can't. Too busy.
Sure.
Maybe he's too busy. It's okay.
I didn't say it.
No? Who else needs fried calamari?
Me.
Go ahead, eat it. You have a fork, right? Here's your fork. I'm gonna just pick up my stack and have a bite. It's so
We do
delicious.
this all the time. We just have a plate and we all eat it off the same
Mm.
plate.
Mhm. All right.
Mm, mm, mm,
Nice, delicious cheesesteak bread.
mm, mm.
Is that good?
Mm.
The fried calamari. Let me have another piece. I better get it now.
Before the fried calamari mixture comes in.
Oh, good, Jeremiah. Thank you. All right. So the first cheesesteak we're gonna make with the Philadelphia cheese, the original
Hard with my roast too.
Philly Cheesesteak Company. All right, gluten-free dad. Is this your cheesesteak first?
I have no idea which is mine doing.
It's beef. Whose cheesesteak is first?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You done that?
Who has time to eat?
You do.
You do?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't want one right now.
She doesn't want it right now. She's getting too full. She can't handle it.
No, I want.
All right, Nina, you want cheesesteak with? No, I'm gonna have to give you this because her cheese is in the, hers is in the, what do you call it? I'm gonna do cheesesteak. Actually, I don't know where the cheese went, but it's not here. Mushrooms, Robert?
Yep,
What else do you want?
pretty much it. Onion, I got steel onion. I don't know yet.
No, I don't think you want that.
Tomato?
I have sauteed onion. Want that?
Tomato?
You want sauce? No sauce. No, put that away.
Okay, so they don't.
All right, so we've got a delicious cheesesteak. We just have to get the cheese on it. And I think Jeremiah's going to be bringing up another one that I can make for
I found a new musketeer.
Three Musketeer. What do you mean?
A new musketeer.
Who's
Fork.
that? Oh yeah, Fork Musketeer.
Mhm. And this is one of them.
With all these delicious Boardwalk foods, you really don't lack for anything, and you don't miss out on anything when you're gluten-free. Just because you're gluten-free doesn't mean you can't eat delicious. We showed you how simple it is to make fried calamari at home. You want to just show them? You have a little bit of. He just has the flour in a pan. He's sifting it off of the calamari, and then he's putting it right into the fryer. I need a little drink. There you go. I ate that one a little too fast. I feel like it got stuck there because I was wolfing it all down. That looks good. That looks yummy. That looks delicious. All right, we have one more. We can make one more steak sandwich. Jeremiah, is my toast ready? Thank you. All right, mine is finally ready, and I'm gonna assemble it cheesesteak with peppers, onions, and sauce. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be yummy. Sophie, you might want to bite just a bite of mommy's. Want a bite of mommy's? I'm gonna put some sauce on the top. Peppers, onions, and sauce is the way the cheesesteak is really delicious. Sophie, do you want a bite of mommy's cheesesteak? This is the way you want it, messy, sloppy, and then when you take a bite, it's probably gonna be dripping. I'm gonna have to make some room for this one. I'm gonna have one bite, maybe. It's too hot. It's so hot. Oh,
Mommy!
go get that. I think because we shook the table. The peppers, you want to saute them so they're still a little crunchy.
It's still alive.
Yeah,
It's
fix
not
that.
sorry.
The onions, you want to just get them nice and cooked.
Ow.
With still a little bit of a crunch.
Okay, the
Alright, I got it, honey. Now put the blocks up. There you go. Alright, so we have a steak sandwich here with mushrooms. We're going to do another steak. Jeremiah, you want yours now?
Yeah, I just got it.
Okay. We'll do Jeremiah's. What do you want on yours, Jeremiah?
Cheese.
Alright, you're going to have to do the cheese yourself because you're supposed to toast it.
I think I want to see it.
Alright, here, I'll give you this. You want this? You want sauce on it or no sauce?
No sauce. I'm going to have some.
You're going to have some mushrooms, are you sure? Okay. Sophia's going to have a little cheesesteak. Where's the cheese? We need the cheese. You want some sauce on it? Okay. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You want some mayo? Okay, just have a bite. Here, have a bite. Let me see you take a bite. I'm going to stuff it right here. Here's her cheesesteak sandwich without the cheese. We're going to wait on that one. Oh my goodness, that's a big bite. How is that? I can't bite mine. It was too hot. Let me see. Let me check it out. Oh, now it's nice. The bread's getting soft.
I'm crumbling apart.
Mm.
Mom!
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
Amazing. This is yours. Or, yep, that's yours.
That's fine.
Totally amazing. I love cheesesteaks. When you go to the boardwalk and you smell it,
And you smell the french fries?
the meat is so delicious. It's seasoned just right. He's making himself a nice plate. We had delicious recipes for you today. Jeremiah's going to be bringing out our delicious milkshake. Almost done? What do we have in there? We have our delicious milkshake we're using today. We have vanilla, dairy-free ice cream. We have a delicious, Jeremiah, what do you have over there? Just a vanilla milkshake, right?
Vanilla mint.
Oh, it's vanilla mint. Can I try it? Oh, this looks really good.
That's mommy.
Now, when you go to the boardwalk, you know that you don't get it in a nice
No,
glass
this
like
is
this.
yours. This is mine.
Okay, take it. It tastes delicious.
Now I'm going
I have a little coffee in mine. There's many different things that we used to make. With our ice cream, you can do a ice cream soda, you can do a float, you can do a milkshake, you can do a, what is that, a vanilla cow, a brown cow, an egg cream. There's so many different varieties now.
This is,
We used to do orange cream. What?
what's the name of this?
A vanilla cow? Is that what it was?
No.
What? Oh, I know. So it came with, just a minute. It came with soda jerk terminology, which we absolutely love. And Sophia, what was this? Read it. That was what we're having.
White cow, vanilla
A white cow is a vanilla milkshake. So back in the days when you would go up to the soda counter and the soda jerk would be waiting for your order, you would have to use those terms. A lot of times it would be, what was it, a vanilla cow? A white cow?
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's a bunch of different terms, like if you want coffee and if you want sandwich sugar, if you want some other stuff. It was really, really cool. We got a real kick out of that. It was It was fun to read those things.
There's
Which one did you like the
called
best?
Chicago.
There's the Chicago, yep, and that's
Fuzzy
pineapple juice
Chicago
or soda.
bottom.
Yeah, that's really cool. And it's a lot of fun to mix up your own drinks. You can even make your own drink and head out to the boardwalk and just walk around with your delicious treats. Thank
It's
you,
a white
Jeremiah.
mink cow.
Okay. So Jeremiah, I think we're done. Whose is this? Grandma's? Gluten-free grandma? She wants regular steak. You have more? I've got some here. I'm gonna just use my fingers and put it on there. You just want cheesesteak, right? Nothing on it.
No, one.
Gluten-free grandma's gonna just have straight up cheese. There's gotta be more steak on that. We've gotta get her some more steak. But we're actually done. Jeremiah, are we done?
No.
Yeah, we're done. We're gonna close it up now. We hope that you enjoyed the show today. We have delicious cheesesteak for you. Thank you to Christina from the original Philly Cheesesteak Company for sharing with us the chicken cheesesteak, the beef steak, the sirloin was amazing, right? You guys love the sirloin. And we hope you enjoyed the fried calamari and our milkshake, and what else did we make? I don't even know. Oh, our Mozzarella Stax. So today, did you guys have a good time? What was your favorite thing so far? Fried calamari, Jeremiah, what about you?
So I can't tell you.
You didn't get any?
No,
Oh, no. Gluten-free Dad, what was your favorite thing today? Well, you didn't have your
I've
cheesesteak.
only had the calamari so far. No, you know what, the mozzarella stack.
Oh, you have the Mozzarella Stack too, and the milkshake is amazing. We've got some Boardwalk bests for you. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Mine.
I don't know what you
Finish it
normally say.
It's okay.
We hope you enjoyed the show, ABC Gluten Free, right? On this very special day that's dedicated to her brother, Dina, who epitomized what a Boardwalk owner and just a great guy and restaurant owner he was up there. He was always the life of the party and just a smile that everybody loved to see come around. And he made phenomenal food every place he ever had. So we appreciated him and his father for teaching us everything we learned, as well as Dana's mom. And
Gluten-free
we had a
Grandma,
great
shout
time.
out to Gluten-free Grandma.
That's right. So we hope you had a great show. It was a special show for us.
Thank you
And,
guys for joining us.
yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. And we hope you enjoyed our recipes. Make them yours and make the memories that we have with them. We want you to come taste and see how